I want to refer to one document, and this little document from material that we got from the Federal Reserve is called a chart pack of market monitoring metrics for Fed facilities. And I'm sure you know all 29,000 pages, and you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. But it tells you about the problem that we have in trying to find out information. And this particular document has 327 pages to it. But in this particular document, it had some interesting material that I did not know about, and I want to ask about it. And it reveals that there was a previously undisclosed federal Fed lending program known as the Single Tranche Open Market Operations, and it's referred to as s.t.o.m.o. And this is something new, and it allows to give 0.01%, that is free money, to companies like Goldman Sachs, and was essentially a free loan to these well-connected businesses. But also the problem that we had in analyzing this to find out information that we're looking for is it turns out that just in this particular area, 81% of the contents has been redacted. So we end up with a lot of pages, and then we end up with 19% actually has information that we have to sort out. The question is why were these details, not mentioned? Is it that everything has to be done in secret? We'd like to know, the people would like to know, but we didn't see any evidence until this was dug out of here, and maybe it was mistakenly not redacted or something like that. It makes us wonder why we don't know about this, and that, of course, is one of my big beefs with the Federal Reserve, is that the central bank wields so much power, so much financial power. You literally can have transactions greater than what we can do with our own budget, and that's why it's a deep concern to me, but to many other people as well. But why was this not published? And are these and other programs that have yet to be disclosed, are there others? Why were so many pages redacted? Can you really claim this to be in compliance with F.O.I.A, the Freedom of Information Act, when we don't know what's been excluded? And I would like to get your reaction from this and talk specifically about this one program and what's been going on with it.
So, Mr. Chairman, the program you refer to, the Single Tranche O.M.O. program, was not a secret program. It was actually publicly announced by the Federal Reserve on March 7th, 2008, when the program began. It was a short-term program that ended in January of 2009, and transactions that were conducted under that program as part of our open market operations were reported along with other open market operations on the New York Federal Reserve Bank website very quickly after the transactions occurred. The documents you have before you are from the response for the Freedom of Information Act request, and so that itself should explain why there are redactions. The way the Freedom of Information Act works, it is a request for certain types of information in documents. So redactions are made. First, the agency collects all documents that may have any information that relates to the request. Then information that is not requested is taken out of the documents, redacted from the documents, simply because it's not responsive to the request. So it's not a desire to keep things secret. It's instead a desire to be responsive to the requests. There often, when a requester asks for documents, there often is information that is extraneous or not the kind of information that was requested, not relevant to the request, and that's taken out of the documentation. And that's why you see so much redaction in the documents before you. These documents were reviewed by the court and released by the court in accordance with the Freedom of Information Act.
Does that mean if somebody would follow up and broaden that request, that all that material could become available? Would they have to just change the Freedom of Information act
So-
request?
So if another request were made for a broader range of information, we would review that information, determine what is confidential and what could be released, and a decision then would be made on the on that request.
Can it be made so broad that just turn over everything?
I'm not sure there are enough people in the world to look at everything we have to turn over everything, but we would do the best we could.
Okay, my 5 minutes is up, and I now yield to Mr. Clay.
Thank you.